Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Irfan Surya. My student identification number is 21107320007. Today, I will be presenting my proposal for my undergraduate thesis with title Analyzing the Translation Techniques in Roald Dahl's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory from English to Indonesian. The first one is about the background of the research. The translation is not just the process of converting words from one language to another. This is a complex act of interpreting the importance of linguistic and cultural boundaries. This is especially evident in children's literature translation that often include creative language, imaginative stories, and culturally rooted expressions. Such a piece that demonstrates this challenge is The Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl. First published in 1964, the novel is celebrated with the inventive commitment of language, strange tones, and playful tales. These unique features represent a considerable challenge for translators, particularly when adapting text to children's readers of different cultural and linguistic background. This study focused on analysis of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory's Indonesian translation, examining specifically how translators using linguistic creativity such as neogenesis or invented words, idiomatic expressions, rhymes, and the wordplay. The research is based on the framework of translation research using Molina and Albers 2002 classification of translation techniques and supported by the related theories from Finney and Darrell Bennett. Through systematic decision and classification of the translation techniques used, this study aims to see how the meaning, sounds, and style of the original text in the Indonesian version are preserved, altered, or lost. Furthermore, this study seeks to assess how selected techniques influence the readability and cultural accessibility of translated text for Indonesian children. Because Charlie and the Chocolate Factory spread across educational and entertainment contexts, understanding the strategies behind translation provides valuable knowledge to literary translators, educators, and scientists interested in children's literature and intercultural communication. In short, this study contributes to the field of literary translation by highlighting the practical and theoretical effects of the translation of imaginative and culturally rich texts, with a particular focus on maintaining the author's original voice while ensuring comprehension and enjoyment for a new audience. Next is the research question. The first one is what translation techniques are used in the Indonesian version of Roald Dahl's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The second one is how these translation techniques affect creativity in linguistics, such as idiom, wordplay, and rhyme. Next is objective of the research. To identify the translation techniques that used by the translation in Indonesian version, to analyze the impact from these techniques into stylistic and creativity element from search text. Focus of the research. Focus of the research is the translation method that use linguistic creativity, such as idiom, rhyme, and wordplay that find in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and how this linguistic creativity translated into Indonesian. Not every word in this novel discussed in this research. On the other hand, this research focus on several segments of the novel that show linguistic agility. Next is the related studies. There are several studies have examined translation techniques in literary texts, especially those involving children's literature and stylistic device. The first one is Rahmawati D. 2020, Translation Techniques in Rendering Idioms in Indonesian Translation of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. The second one is Putri AM 2021, The Use of Translation Techniques in Translating Roald Dahl's The BFG into Bahasa Indonesia. The third one is Sari N 2019, Translating Humor in Children's Literature, a case study of Lewis Carroll's Alice in the Wonderland. The fourth is Kurniawan B. and Hapsari L. 2018, adaptation in translating rhymes and song in Disney movies. The theoretical framework is this research is used theory by Molina and Albiers 2002 about translation techniques categorized, including adaptation method, modulation, amplification, transposition, reduction, etc. Peter Newmark and Eugene Nida concept about equivalent and translation stylistic using for the basic translation strategies to keep the meaning and the creativity. Next is the methods of the research. First is data collection. The study is qualitative and use literature research. The primary source of data are the first one is the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the English version in 1964. The second one is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory Indonesian version is published by Nora Book Publishing in 2018. Second one is the data analysis. The translation techniques by Molina and Albiers 2002 uses in this research. Each selected data will be classified based on the technique used, such as adaptation, modulation, literal translation, transposition, and etc. Whatever the translator choose will affect the interpretation and acceptance. The creative language in target text will be discussed in this research. I think that's all for the presentation. We have two questions here. The first one is from Humaira. The question is, what is the main focus of the research proposed? The answer for that question is the main focus of the research is to analyze how translation techniques are applied in the Indonesian version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, particularly in rendering linguistic creativity, such as idioms, wordplay, and rhyme. The study used the framework by Molina and Albiers 2002 to classify the translation techniques and explore their effects on maintaining the meaning, styles, and creativity of the original text for Indonesian child readers. The second one is from Diva Wijaya. What theoretical framework is used in this research and why is it relevant? The answer for that question is the research used the theoretical framework by Molina and Albiers 2002, which categorized translation techniques like adaptation, modulation, transposition, and more. This framework is relevant because it provides detailed methods for analyzing how specific translation choice affect the transfer of meaning and creativity from the search language to the target language. The research is also supported by concepts from Peter Newmark and Eugene Nida, which help assess equivalence and stylistic element in translation. Okay, that's all for the presentation and the question. I think that's all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.